How y'all doing? Everybody and their mama is have a lot of questions for Katie. The white boys have came out and say Nolan was last seen with Katie. They also said that Nolan was drinking alcohol and a whole bunch of lies. But Katie, she have spoke, she have had her people spoke for her, but people still want her to get on camera and do an interview, including myself. Katie, come out here. Tell us what you know. What was your conversations with Nolan? Did you guys really just met that time? Did you guys meet? And they also was showing me photos of Katie. This is Katie photo with a whole bunch of black people. All right, it looked like a whole bunch of black men, to be honest with you. So she loves black men. So Katie has a thing for black men. That her family had an issue with her jungle fever. I don't know in Mississippi. I don't know when people are making America great again. We do know it's a lot of white men on social media that has came out and say they have issues with their white women dating black men, being involved with black men. That is a thing, and white men are confirming this on social media. I think it's disgusting that they feel that way. I think white women, you should be able to date and be who you want to be. Don't allow these white men to control y'all because these same white men want to take your votes away. These same white men want you to be enslaved to them and just be breeders. They want you to be breeders, and that's it, okay? So, white women, you have my support against white men like this. But yeah, so I came across this video, Tisa Tell, shout out to her, and she's saying that we need to look at Katie a little bit more stronger, and I'm okay with that. I want to know what Katie does know too. I want to know, are they bribing Katie? Do they have something on Katie? Are they threatening Katie? I mean, she is a white female, you know? So she's a young girl too, so she can get intimidated very easily. White females can be very intimidated, you know? So I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm curious to see, what's really going on. Is she just that stranger? Do you guys think that Katie and Nolan were talking before, or honestly this is the first time they're meeting? All right, so let's have it here. All right, let me put this down and put comments. I want you guys to interact with us. Let me know how you feel.
And I think by the end of this video, you're going to be asking, is there a problem with Katie? Now, if you guys don't know, I did a live where Nolan's family came and spoke out and said they love Katie. They trust Katie. I'll show the receipts on that toward the end of the video. I think we need to get into what the crux says. There are now pictures and what some would call photographic evidence that Katie was on Bart's boat. More importantly, she was on.
What is Katie doing on Bart's boat? Now, Bart being accused of doing something horrible to Nolan. We heard them say, oh my God, Bart, Nolan, is he dead? Nolan. All right, referring to is he dead is Nolan on that damn boat. We heard what we heard, and that was the truth, and God allowed us to hear that. Now you guys know that Katie was on that boat with Bart. What the hell were you on a boat with Bart for, Katie? I mean, we have heard rumors that Bart and Katie was a thing. We don't know for sure, but we have heard tell. Is Katie a get around girl? Does she get around hopping from this man to that man? I mean, what's going on with Katie? That's why we need you to talk, Katie. I want to know what's your relationship with Bart, Katie? What's your relationship with Nolan? Why did you even talk to Nolan? Did you like Nolan, Katie? Did you see a future with Nolan, Katie? Was it just friendship, Katie? Did you just want to hook up with a black man, Katie? Was you using him to make somebody jealous, Katie? Were you trying to get Nolan on some drugs, Katie? Was you drinking with Nolan, Katie? Katie, there's so many questions, okay? Okay? Katie, we need you to talk.
Art and Wyatt's boat at the time of the pictures that it was being towed. When Wyatt's boat was being towed by Bart's boat, and Wyatt was on the phone with Cito. Now listen, I know it sounds crazy. I know you're like, so what are you talking about? But you know I always bring the receipts. Let's get into them. But
Get
before we
into
do,
it.
I have to say this. You guys, this is opinion, speculation. Everybody wants to find out what happened to Nolan. Katie, the family, everybody does. Please do not send questions, comments, hate, vitriol, worse yet, any threats of violence, anything that you would not send your own mother. Please, it's not going to help the case. It's Send them your clues. Send them your things. Dry snitch. But what's more, there's evidence to back up what she believes. I want you to watch it, and then we're going to have the discussion where I actually show you what Nolan's family is saying about this. And let's just go. It has me scratching my head. Let's go.
My third time making this video because they keep taking it down because they don't want you to see what I have found. Katie has dry snitched, y'all. Here we see Katie's Snapchat where she's wearing a teal swimsuit and she's with a girl in a blue and white striped swimsuit. On this video,
this is very important. So Katie's wearing the teal and she's with a girl in blue and white. Please keep that in mind. Let's keep going.
Video of the 3 boats, you're gonna see a girl in a blue and white striped swimsuit right here on Bart's boat. And right next to her with the same long wet hair is a girl in a teal swimsuit.
Ooh, that's Katie. Katie is on Bart's boat before it all went down. It got something to do with that damn Katie. Look at this. What the hell you doing on Bart's boat, Katie? And why you haven't came out here and tell your side of the story? You got all these white boys saying, look at Katie, check out Katie. And you ain't saying shit, Katie? Katie, something up, Katie.
On Bart's boat. Make sure you have your brightness turned all the way up because here we have Katie in a teal swimsuit and look at her head. She is wearing a white hat.
What is she showing is allegedly photos from Katie's Snapchat that shows Katie on a boat, and it was presented.
What? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Did she just say Katie's Snapchat? Press 2 if she said Katie's Snapchat. Now, at all them people on Snapchat snapping what's going on Horn Island. All of them snapping what's going on Horn Island. She said she got it from Katie's Snapchat on Horn Island. So therefore, Nolan would have his phone and snapping on Horn Island too. Okay? But according to the megas and, the white boys, he never used his phone. Bull crap. Everybody was taking videos and photos and snapping. Okay? Come on now. You see that shit? Y'all see that?
Without commentary. So the pictures have not been verified, but Katie's people have not come out and said that's not her. Many people believe this is from her official Snapchat.
Oh, look, the video of the boat getting towed. Teal swimsuit, white hat. And that's not all, folks. Again, turn your brightness all the way up because right here, we've got somebody wearing red trunks. Oh, and look what we have here. Red trunks. And here's those same red trunks on the shore right after the fight with Tristan. Katie is claiming that she allegedly caught a ride home with somebody named Marty McGrath. It just so happens that a Marty McGrath is the co-owner of the Biloxi Bay RV Resort and Marina in St. Martin. Here it is, and that is a massive dock way out in the water. And would you look at that? It's right next to the grandparents' house. Now, in that report with the GPS coordinates, didn't they say that they went southwest towards St. Martin Bayou? Yeah, that's right, it did. And it also took them 45 minutes to get to that boat ramp over there. That only takes about 6 minutes on land. Like I said, they are trying to take down my page. Make sure you are following my backup here. But Katie, I want to say one thing to you. You're young, and I know you don't realize this yet, but these are not your friends. Be a hero. Do what's right.
Okay, let me rewind that really quick because I think there was so much that was missed. I want to play it for you guys one more time, okay? Because this is actually very, very shocking. And I want to go through the receipts, and I'm going to zoom it in so you guys can see a lot clearer. But yeah, look at this.
This is now my third time making this video because they keep taking it down because they don't want you to see what I have found. Katie has dry snitched, y'all. Here we see Katie's Snapchat where she's wearing a teal swimsuit and she's with a girl in a blue and white striped swimsuit. On this video of the 3 boats, you're gonna see a girl in a blue and white striped swimsuit right here on Bart's boat. And right next to her, with the same long, wet hair, is a girl in a teal swimsuit on Bart's boat. Make sure you have your brightness turned all the way up, because here we have Katie in a teal swimsuit, and look at her head. She is wearing a white hat. Oh, look, the video of the boat getting towed. Teal swimsuit, white hat. And that's not all, folks. Again, turn your brightness all the way up, because...
So Katie was on a boat when the boat got towed. Katie was there. That's what it looked like. Katie was here this whole time. So Katie heard, and she was around when Nolan had passed out, and they were saying, "Oh my God, Nolan, oh my God." She was on that boat too. She was right there, you all. Katie has been right there this whole time. That's why I felt Katie and this whole thing with the white boys, and they're trying to blame each other. They are working on the same team. It's the same team.
Here, we've got somebody wearing red trunks. Oh, and look what we have here. Red trunks. And here's those same red trunks on the shore right after the fight with Tristan. Katie is claiming that she allegedly caught a ride home with somebody named Marty McGrath. It just so happens that a Marty McGrath is the co-owner of the Biloxi Bay RV Resort and Marina in St. Martin. Here it is.
So whoever that is, they got a whole bunch of money, honey. And Nolan didn't compete with their money. So what was Katie doing? Do she just go out scouting black boys so her white homeboys can just F them up? Is that what they doing? Is Katie used as bait to bait black boys so the white boys can, F them up? Huh? What's going on?
And that is a massive dock way out in the water. And would you look at that? It's right next to the grandparents' house. Now, in that report with the GPS coordinates, didn't they say that they went southwest towards St. Martin Bayou? Yeah, that's right, it did. And it also took them 45 minutes to get to that boat ramp over there.
White woman. As a matter of fact, I have been very, very critical that Warren and the other people, friends that the police spoke to the night when they were about to start searching for him, somehow whatever they said to the police led the police to believe that Nolan was not in fact missing. And Nolan was probably drunk or asleep at someone's house, and he was chilling with the unidentified girl, who Warren later identified as being Katie. Had Warren and all the other people stayed out of it, and by stayed out of it, not told the police whatever they said, they would have started searching for Nolan that night. Now, and I would just imagine that if it was an accidental drowning, which I do not believe it was, but if it was, that time could have been critical to actually saving him. The next morning, Warren didn't care. He didn't call the mom back as far as I know, and he didn't seem too perplexed. Like he said, he thought everybody was overreacting. And even though they all knew Katie at that time, and this is in the official report, right? Even though they all knew Katie, they gave somebody's name named Laney. The police, the MDMR investigator, I think it was Officer Strickland, went out and knocked on Laney's door. And that's when Laney said, I haven't seen Nolan in a year. I know him, but I've not seen or talked to him in a year. And what's more, I was on a different island, Petite Bois. I never went to Horn Island that day. That was very odd and very weird. It almost makes me think, were you leading the police on a wild goose chase? But here's where things get complicated. Because why has everybody largely overlooked Katie's role in this? Well, because, right? The mystery woman Nolan's Wells friend Cece was chatting to when they left Island was identified. Katie's sister actually came out and shared a conflicting story. But here's the part that why everybody looked it over. All right? She came out and said, I thought the last time I saw him was when they were all yelling on the boat, Warren, get the F on the boat. Nolan, get the F on the boat. Nolan, get the F on the boat. Now, to be fair, when you look at Nerdy Pink Panther, you see somebody who is white with blonde hair wearing a white cap and a teal suit. Maybe there were other girls, maybe teal. I mean, teal is a very popular color this year, and it's in all the Target bathing suits. I'm not saying Katie has a Target bathing suit on, but you know what I'm saying. If something's in Target, it's everywhere, right? And no, I have not been shopping at Target. I'm just saying, right? The whole thing is that, getting back to my point, there could be other girls who had blonde hair with white caps and a teal.
It could be, but nah, that was Katie. That was Katie. I'm convinced that was Katie. Let's fast forward this. It was Katie.
But again, getting back into why Katie's words have not been questioned, or again, I don't know what's in Nolan's mom's thing, but I do know that part of Nolan's family actually went on record to the Daily Mail along with Katie's sister. These are quotes saying that they love Katie. Here's what they said. It was Jackson County Sheriff's Deputy Keandra McKinney. Here she is right here. Keandra McKinney. She said she's one of Nolan's relatives. I don't know if it's on the mama's side or the dad's side, but they are very close, and she was speaking for the family. She said, one of Nolan's relatives, Keandra McKinney, posted in support of Katie after she received a torrent of abuse claiming she played a role in Nolan's death. She said, "We all know and love Katie. Nobody, as far as my family, is blaming Katie. We all love her and her whole..."
Time the hell up. We all know and love Katie. I thought Katie and Nolan just met. Which one? Didn't they tell us Katie and Nolan just met on that damn island? Press 1 if they told us that. So, how long have Katie and Nolan known each other? Y'all gotta make up y'all goddamn mind. I'm so sick and tired of y'all. 1 minute, they just met. The next minute, they've been knowing each other. They know the family. Can y'all please let me know which one is which? Because I'm not playing with y'all. Okay, so you did hear that they just met that day. So why is Nolan family members saying they love Katie and they know Katie? That's strange. Can y'all explain that?
Family. Katie has spent many events with our whole family in Three Rivers countless times. My family has no vendetta out against her whatsoever. We love her. I think we're just trying to understand what happened. She said that, okay, so there you go. So largely, nobody has really looked into Katie and the timeline. We just know that Katie, much like Bart, said things that directly contradicted things Warren said. And the fact that Warren cannot be telling the truth, Katie cannot be telling the truth, and Bart cannot be telling the truth, all in the same universe. Because there are certain parts, again, I'm not saying any of them are lying. I'm just saying someone's story is wrong. Someone's lying. Because all three stories, when you put them together, do not make sense. And they actually trample on it. Let's not forget that Bart said that he was the one that pulled out the tram or whatever and did this and that to Bill's pump. But Warren in the interview said that it was Wyatt. Again, somebody is either misremembering at best or lying at worst. But getting back into this video about Katie, right? I want to play it for you one more time because it's actually very, very shocking. And I want you to let me know, move our investigation.
No, I don't want to see that video. I've seen that video enough, Tisa. No, yeah, I'm done with that video. I've seen that video one too many times. So right now, after hearing all that, I'm so unsure about who Katie is. Did she just meet Nolan that day? According to the family, they said, we know Katie. We love Katie. That don't sound like Nolan just met her. So to the Wyatt and the Warrens, do they feel like they don't know who the girl is? You know, and then if Katie is such a good friend, then why did Katie leave Nolan on an island by himself? Well, Katie said, I thought Nolan was going on with the white boys. That's what he said. He was going with the white boys. So Nolan was going with the white boys. He did get on the boat with the white boys. And they unalive him on that damn boat because Nolan was on that boat, dead or unconscious, when we kept on hearing Nolan. So Nolan was on that damn boat for sure. So in that regard, maybe Katie was telling the truth. He did go back on that boat, and that's when they unalived him on that damn boat or had him unconscious. Something happened on that boat. They were fighting, fighting, fighting. Their energy was pumped up. They was on drugs. They was alcoholics, and that's that. You know. They say I think the dad was pissed. Well, they said Katie didn't go with her dad. Her dad was not there. They said Katie left with a stranger or somebody that got a whole bunch of money. You know, Katie went back with another man, honey, that got a whole bunch of money. So her dad was not there. Oh, she is a thought. Well, the boys are a thought too. All of y'all are thoughts. So hell, I'm a thought. We all some thoughts. So what does that mean? I'm a thought, but I ain't never murdered nobody. I'm a thought, but I never set nobody up to get unalive. So hell, what does a thought got to do with anything? Yeah, all of y'all are some thoughts. Ain't none of y'all waiting into marriage. Ain't none of y'all virgins. Hell. Okay. So honey, they got me thinking that she was with everything too. Well, Katie won't talk. She could clear up their names. Why is her sister and mom speaking for her? I don't know. Maybe Nolan family, is pretty much saying we love Katie. We know Katie. Katie, you don't need to talk. So I think the family is probably, backing Katie. That's what it looks like, you know. But I think Katie should talk for the public's sake, and tell that will make the stance more stronger because we only hearing from one side. And then when it comes to Katie, we hear hearsay, she say. Maybe Katie is scared. But Katie, I don't give a damn about you being scared. We're trying to get justice for Nolan Wells. That's your friend, so bite the bullet. And you believe in God, right? God gonna have your back, girl. Shit. You know what I'm saying? God gonna have your back. Don't worry about it. But I'm sure Katie parents and family don't want her to be involved. Don't want her to say nothing because they're afraid that Katie, they're gonna come for Katie. They're gonna come for Katie's family. They all types of scared. But shit, if that was your friend, that's what you do for friends. Where's your sacrifice? She said we all thought. Well, y'all, you is thoughts. Most Americans are thoughts. Sorry to break it to you. Even the ones in the church. You know what I'm saying? The church got the most thoughts. That's why they going to church to get delivered from their demon thoughts. Because they so demonic with the thoughts. And they freaking off in church, having all these bastard kids. I mean, they doing a lot. So yeah, y'all are thoughts. Whew. All right. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to get on out of here. Hope you guys enjoy.